Look, I'm right back to black people. Graduations at black universities are hilarious. They go batshit. They just go absolutely batshit. And I don't know. Again, maybe I'm showing my age, but I think a little decorum at these graduations. And I've seen some of the other universities that aren't historical black colleges, they do little things. They'll shout something out. They'll throw their hat. They'll jump for joy. But some of the stuff you see in these black colleges, it's just insane. Let's take a look. Here's a black man graduating. He's throwing a little money around. He's making it rain, as they used to say. Black graduate. Here he goes. This is like step and fetch it shit. This is like do a tap dance. Yeah, step and fetch it. Like, how about a little respect for the institution? You could celebrate and be happy. We've seen people do that upon graduation for generations. But there should be an element of respect and decorum here that we just don't see. A little more of this one. This is some real coon, like gooning it up, like tap dancing and like minstrel, like minstrel show stuff. Like they should be embarrassed to do this. They're acting the fool, as they say. All right, we could play a black woman graduating, dancing stupidly. Let's do that one. Black woman graduate dances. This is a celebration. Who am I to say? I'm as Gavin calls it, I'm a junior high school graduate. And I don't remember leaving the hallowed halls of Elwood Junior High and dancing like this upon my graduation from junior high school. But, again, there's a respect thing. There's an honoring your accomplishment in a way that doesn't look like you just want a rap battle. This is am I wrong? I don't know. Play this. Let's see. She got like her dress is all slit up, her legs are hanging out, which again, I don't give a fuck. Doesn't bother me. But it leaves me questioning your ability to be respectful and have some self-control and be a little demure when it comes to your celebrations in context of graduating college, getting a degree. This one's labeled a black girl graduates go ape shit. I swear. It's written right here on the top of my sheet. So let's take a look at this. I believe this is a lot of graduates. Here we go. They've kicked their shoes and they're ready to rock. See, this leads me to believe that even though they are college graduates and have degrees, and at that point you are supposed to think about your future, where you're going, what you're going to use your degree for. But it's like what you see midnight at a Waffle House. It looked like a fight. There's just, because it's self-control. Yeah, we understand. You're happy. You're celebrating. I get that. But everyone's happy and celebratory when they get their diploma. But if you go to different schools, perhaps, and look at the way they celebrate, there's something called self-control. You don't just bust out of your skin and lose your fuck mind. I think it just shows that there's a lack of ability to have some self-control. Let's compare the clips we just watched with some students sitting at a commencement speech given by Lyndon Baines Johnson in 1965, the year he signed away the country with the Civil Rights Act. And he's at Howard University, a black college. And look at the students and how they are behaving. I'll use the word behave during this. Let's watch a little bit of this. Look at them. Respectful. Yeah, keep going. We keep going, right? Standing, applauding. Quiet, aside from the applause. What this fucking asshole says. But any of those women that you just saw, and they looked like women, didn't they? Didn't they look like mature women? Do you think that after that commencement speech that they threw their hats up? They probably threw their hats. It's tradition. But do you think they started twerking and kicked their shoes off and dancing like mental patients, doing backflips, throwing money? Do you think that happened? Or do you think they acted in a civil, respectful way that a college graduating class should act? And this was during a very tumultuous time in race relations in this country. And there was a certain behavior that these young college students knew that they should act in a certain way, because they knew the world was watching them. They knew that expectations were low for them. And a lot of people in this country thought they couldn't go to college and graduate, that all they knew how to do was tap dance and shuck and jive. And they acted like young men and young women that had graduated college and were off to greater things. And they had a proud father and mother watching them graduate. A family that would have been embarrassed watching them shuck and jive and step and fetch it, like owning it up, as they call it. And it was many people, black people coming from that time, went into very successful lives, Or they became moms, but they learned in college how to be adults, how to communicate with people. Even if they didn't use literally what they learned in college, they learned how to function in a society. They learned responsibility. They learned what it was like to live amongst other people and have to help people, make the sacrifices, ask for help, things that you do in a civil society. And you saw that. You could not fucking fathom them jumping up and cooning it up like you see now. And these people that we see now graduating and doing that ridiculous, embarrassing behavior, they get out, and what do we see? We don't see a lot of graduates contributing to the greater good with their African studies or justice, economic, climate justice courses that they took. And we see entitled people who believe that they should be able to do whatever the fuck they want. And if you give them any back talk, you better watch out. So it's crazy. But there was a better class of people in the black community in 1965. At least people I see graduating college. You didn't see that dumb fuck, goofy ass behavior from the graduates back then. And I think it helped the black community a lot for America to see black graduates being respectful to the president, the white president of the United States, coming to their school. No one was protesting. Black people yelling that he shouldn't speak because he's white president, he's racist, or he's this or that. They were respectful to the office of president. They were respectful to the institution of their college. Now, jump around, throw money around like you're at a fucking strip club. That's what you get. Kick your shoes off and twerk like a whore. Like you're a fucking whore. But that's, maybe it's just me.